Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Barcelona have just defeated Villarreal 5-1 away from home. 5-1. These scorelines for Barca this year are crazy, man. 7-0 against Valladolid, 4-1 against Girona, and today you beat Villarreal 5-1. What a team this is, man. What a team this is. You go away to one of the toughest stadiums to play at in Spanish football with a heavily rotated team, and you get a 5-1 win. Say it with me, guys. The Flickinator is different, and this Barcelona team is different. Every Barca hater wanted to take a victory lap after that loss against Monaco on Thursday in the UCL and say that Barca are actually frauds. You know, that game proved that Barca are frauds. And everybody thought Barca were going to just spiral out of control and lose all these games after that one because they were going to be like, oh yeah, you know what, Barca are going to show their true colors after that loss to Monaco. They're going to collapse. And, you know, they're going to prove they're not one of the best teams in Europe. And it was a bunch of bullshit. Because after that loss, what does the team do 3 days after? They bounced back. They showed mental fortitude and strength to bounce back and win 5-1. They didn't feel sorry for themselves. They didn't lose that game today. They could have easily lost this game today after that game against Monaco, you know, because you're riding on such a high, you know, you're playing so well, and then you lose against Monaco, and it's like, oh my God, are we actually frauds? You know, they start doubting themselves. And they didn't doubt themselves. Because Barca this year, no, they're a good team. This is not last year's Barcelona. This is the new Barcelona. 2024, 2025 Barcelona is different, man. Every single metric has shown you, apart from that one fluky game against Monaco where one of our starters got sent off 8 minutes into it, every other performance this year has shown you so far that Barcelona are one of, if not the best team in Europe. 18 points out of a possible 18 so far in the league, unbeaten. Not even a draw, nothing. Won every single game, scored 22 goals and conceded 5. Get on the train, bro. Get on the train. Stop trying to deny the reality. Barcelona are a great team this year. Again, that one game against Monaco was a fluke. For the most part, we've been amazing. The other 98% of the season, apart from the Monaco game, has been amazing, outstanding. It's been a revelation so far for Barcelona. For Hansi Flick, I mean, for his first season as coach, to do what he's been doing again. That team was heavily rotated today, and that stadium is tough to play. It's one of the toughest stadiums to play at in Spanish football. That is a tough away ground, and you get that win like that, 5-1. And for me, what's most impressive about this game is that it was probably our least complete 90 minutes. When I say complete, like it wasn't our best start-to-finish game under Hansi Flick, and you still won 5-1. To me, the performance against Bilbao was better, even though we only won 2-1. The whole 90 was just better. We were more in control of that game. Against, obviously, Valladolid, it was better. Against Girona, it was better. And today, it wasn't the perfect game, and you still find a way to win 5-1. A la Madrid, if you want to call it that. Same way that Madrid have been winning all these games so far. That's not the Barca team that I'm used to seeing, man. If Barca usually, if they have a game like they had today before, back in the day, we draw that game, we lose that game, because every time we play Villarreal, it's a firework festival. They create chances, we create chances. But before, they would score their chances. You know, last year, 5-3 at Montjuic. It was a 4-2, I'm pretty sure, in that stadium last year as well. But today, a 5-1. We took our chances and didn't take theirs. And they had opportunities, by the way, to score goals. But, I don't know, there's something different about this Barca team. That first half, obviously, Lewo gets his brace. A great pass from Pablo Torre for that first goal. And Pablo Torre, man, what a performance today. Got a goal, and that assist was amazing, too. I mean, that guy, I'm so happy that Hansi Flick put him into the starting lineup, and he proved Hansi Flick right, because, again, like I said, that assist to Lewo for that first goal was amazing. And the time that Barca needed it, by the way, because I think we were getting slightly outplayed for that first period before Lewo scored that first goal. And to score that, I mean, it gave Barca it made Barca, obviously, it gave him some calmness, if you want to call it that. And then Lewo obviously gets a second goal. He scores that little tricycle kick. And then right after that, Villarreal actually went on to score a goal, because they were creating chances, like I said. Villarreal had a lot of chances. Dani Parejo had a chance where he had the ball right at the edge of the box and he just scuffed it wide. But that back line didn't play their best today, okay? They did not play their best today, if I'm being honest. But again, because like I said, Villarreal were creating chances. But, you know, they got that goal, you know, that little squirt pass, and then a goal, a nice finish. Everybody was saying, like, people in my chat were blaming Mats for that. That was not Mats' fault. Now let's talk about Mats, actually, because that's actually a good time to talk about this. This today is a win that kind of feels like a loss. Kind of like after the Girona game, we were happy about that win, but then we find out that Dani Olmo was hurt. It's kind of like a dark cloud that hangs over the game. The dark cloud over this game is the fact that, you know, Ter Stegen is going to be out probably for the rest of the year. And I know we Barca fans, we were pissed with Mats after the Monaco game because he kind of cost us in that game, and, you know, he had to disable his Instagram comment section because Barca fans were abusing him so much. But I think even the biggest Mats hater would tell you that they're not obviously happy about this. No one should be happy about this. No football fan should be happy about this, even if you're a rival fan, because it sucks to see a player go out injured like that. And that was obviously a significant injury. We saw it on the TV. I mean, it looked bad, and he's going to be out for 7 to 9 months, and most likely going to be out for the rest of the season. And I hurt for Mats, man, because, again, he's still, in my opinion, one of the best keepers in the world. Yes, he makes his mistakes. He's not great every single game, but for the most part, man. And today, he was actually really, really good. Before he went off injured, he was playing really well. He was trying to prove himself. He was trying to make up for that game against Monaco, and he was doing it. He was doing it, in my opinion, because he was making some big saves. He made that huge, like in the corner that he got hurt in. Before that, the reason why there was a corner is because Mats made a huge save right in front of goal. So again, to me today, he actually played really, really well before he got hurt. And, it sucks to see him go off in a stretcher like that. Now we have to see Iñaki Peña for the rest of the year, which is not going to be a great sign because, if you guys watched Barca last year, like obviously we Barca fans, we know last year Iñaki Peña was not great for us when he played. Conceded a lot of goals. I mean, he started off good, but then he just went to shit. So again, that's kind of like the dark cloud that hangs over this game. Like you get the 5-1 win, but your goalkeeper goes out for the rest of the year. So that's obviously going to be unfortunate for us, and it's unfortunate for Mats. I wish him a speedy recovery, and we'll see. Maybe Barca get a goalkeeper in January, but I don't know, man. I think we're just going to stick it out with Iñaki Peña. I would love to see Astralaga get a chance, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be Iñaki Peña for the rest of the year. But yeah, again, man, that could have easily fucked up the morale for Barca for the rest of the game. I mean, you're going into halftime 2-1, your goalkeeper gets hurt. But then in the second half, I mean, we started off the first 10 minutes of the second half, we were not good. I mean, Villarreal had so many chances. We were playing that fucking high line, and the offside trap was working, but it was this close, man. Like, all the offsides. Villarreal could have had, like, 3 goals today. They were all offsides. Like, I mean, the offside trap was like this. It was marginal, man. They were playing it well, but it was risky. But again, credit to Hansi Flick because it looked like they were working it in training. And yeah, man, Barca go out. Pablo Torres scores a goal for the 3-1, which really needed that goal because it gave us, like, obviously a sense of calmness and just after, like, the same way after that first goal because we're under pressure. And then after that goal, it was kind of like more chill. And then, they got a goal disallowed, which was obviously awesome because it would have been 3-2 and that would have been really, really bad. And then Rafinha scores a goal. And then Rafinha scores another goal. Rafinha scored a brace. It was Lewa, Pablo Torres, and then Rafinha with a brace. The first Rafinha goal, a really, really nice finish. But the second Rafinha goal, I mean, the first Rafinha goal obviously takes a deflection similar to the Pablo Torre one. But the second Rafinha goal is the one that we have to talk about right now. We have to talk about that second Rafinha goal because that pass from Lamine Yamal is honestly incredible. That's another game with a goal or an assist. And the 40 GA prediction is going to come true. The 40 GA prediction, he's going to cruise to that. He's going to shatter that, man. I think Lamine Yamal is going to finish with like 50 GA. I mean, what is he doing right now, man? He's an output machine. Every game is a goal or an assist. And this assist, man, I mean, these assists are crazy. That little Trivela pass to Rafinha, I mean, the weight on that ball is perfect. And the Rafinha finish too. I mean, what a finish from Rafinha, man. What a finish from Rafinha for that goal. Oh my God. A guy who today wasn't having his best game, in my opinion, was obviously not good against Monaco. To bounce back like that and score 2 goals. I mean, Rafinha has been outstanding this season. The connection that those two guys have, Rafinha and Lamine, has been fantastic. And yeah, man, other than that, like I said, Pablo Torre to me played well today. I thought Leo had a really, really good game. Rafinha had a brace. Lamine had an assist. I think the front line played well. Barca were creating chances. The midfield, I thought Eddie Garcia had a decent game. I actually thought he had a really, really decent game. I thought Pedri played really well today. He was super sharp. The back line was the weak spot for Barca today. It was a weak spot because, again, like I said, we only conceded 1 goal, but we could have easily conceded 3 because I don't think Gerard Martinez is a good enough player. I would have loved to see Hector Ford come in a lot sooner. Casado, by the way, came in his cameo when he came in as a sub. When he came in as a sub and looked fantastic. Marc Casado is so fucking good. Marc Casado is so good, man. He's so good. God, he's amazing. Oh my God, every time I watch him play, I'm in awe of the kid, man. We were all talking about Bernal, but Casado is maybe just as good. Wow. The fact that Bernal gets hurt for the rest of the year, and then we have this kid, another La Masia kid right there. I mean, it just shows the power of Barcelona and how insane La Masia is. But yeah, man, Casado, when he came in, looked amazing. Sergio Dominguez, to me, didn't have a great game. Again, the back line as a whole didn't play well. Koundé, in my opinion, was decent. Was probably the best defender out of the 4 that started. But yeah, man, to me, again, today, that back line was the bad. That was like Xavi-esque. That was like a Xavi-esque back line. Like back when Xavi ball was still a thing. We were allowing chances for fun. And like Villarreal had runners through on goal multiple times, and luckily for the most part they were offside. But if they were onside, that would have been a recipe for disaster. But yeah, man, today for Barca, I'm just happy we got the win. And again, a convincing win. A 5-1 win in a game where, again, you didn't play that well. That is amazing, man. That cannot just go under the radar. We can't just sweep that under the rug. We gotta acknowledge how amazing that is. That Barca just won 5-1 away from home at the Ceramica, a tough stadium. I'm gonna say it a bunch of times because it's true. A really tough stadium to play at, and you won 5-1 with a heavily rotated team. That is a different Barcelona team, man. And the fact that they didn't put their heads down and didn't feel sorry for themselves after that Monaco game and come back and came back the very next game 3 days after and put on this show, put on a performance like this. It's fantastic to me. So again, I'm super happy that Barca won today. I couldn't be more proud of this team. And yeah, man, this team is different. This team is different this year. But yeah, the performance today, again, Barca did not look their sharpest for the whole 90 minutes, but that's just a credit to these players and to that coach. That even when you don't look your sharpest, you still find a way to win 5-1. So I'm proud of Barca, man, proud of the team today. Again, a speedy recovery to Mats. That's going to be obviously a dark cloud that hangs over our season for the rest of it, because a guy like Mats, you want him as your goalkeeper, because while yes, he makes mistakes, like I said, he's still one of the best in the world, and a guy who's a lot more reliable and better than Iñaki Peña, who again, today Iñaki wasn't bad when he played, kept a clean sheet for himself, but I don't know. I just don't trust Iñaki. I just don't trust Iñaki that much. So that's going to be something that scares me for the rest of the year. But I don't know, man. It seems like Hansi Flick can make it work with anybody, man. I'm glazing Hansi Flick, but it's true. It seems like this guy can just make it work with any player. And today, like I said, to have that heavily rotated team, and I thought his rotations were a little shaky, man. I mean, Gerard Martin and Sergio Dominguez, I would rather see them play against Getafe because they're a worse team. But, you know, he did it, and it paid off. Another thing that I want to talk about, one last bone I want to pick with Hansi Flick. Lamine Yamal has to be coming off earlier in these games. He's playing too long. He's playing way too much in these games, man. These are games that are settled by like the 75th minute, and Lamine Yamal is still playing all these minutes, and that to me doesn't make me comfortable as a fan because I want to see Lamine Yamal be healthy. And, you know, with all these injuries that are happening, I would have loved to see Ansu Fati come into this game and just take over for Lamine. Because, again, Lamine, I'm happy he got his assists. He kept the streak going of goals, of goal contributions in La Liga and all these games because he's had a goal contribution every La Liga game so far. A goal contribution every La Liga game so far. Isn't that crazy, man? We're talking about a 17-year-old. But, again, I want to see, for the sake of Lamine and for the sake of his Barca fans and our mental health and his actual physical health, I want to see Lamine Yamal come off a lot earlier in these games. But, yeah, that's my only complaint today. Lamine Yamal should be coming off. But the rest of the team, man, Lewa got his brace. Happy for him. Rafinha got his brace. Happy for him. Pablo Torre shined and played really, really well. Had an assist and a goal. What a great performance from him. What a great cameo from him. A guy who we've seen now Flick can trust. You know, if we see Pablo Torre get another starting role in a game very, very soon here, we're not going to feel bad because, you know, we're not going to feel unsure of him because we know what he can do. So I'm happy because of that. And yeah, man, I'm super happy that Barca won. What a great way to, you know, basically end off the Sunday seeing my team get a 5-1 win. Again, these results are crazy, man. 7-0, 4-1, 5-1. It's insane. I cannot believe. I mean, this team has given. It's like the joy of football has been injected back into my veins, and I honestly cannot be happier. But yeah, man, that is the end of the video. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the game, about the performance, about the game, about the performance, about the subs, about the coach, about everything. Let me know your thoughts about the whole game down below. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to everybody who came out to the stream. It means a lot to me, man. We had a great stream today, and yeah, bro, I love every single one of you, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.